and welcome to Rehab. So what's on the show today, Shoshana?
Well, we have a very special show today, Kimberly. We have a special feature on London Fashion Week for all you fashion fans out there. And also, Kimberly and I go out onto the streets of London and ask men questions that you ladies want to know the answers to.
We also go out on the street and ask random members of the public to sing back the chorus to Sex is on Fire.
But right now, we have an interview that would take place earlier with Kimberly with the lovely Denise Van Outen.
I'm here with Denise Van Outen. You're looking particularly lovely today. Is that inspired by London Fashion Week? Or?
Oh, thank you. No, it wasn't actually. Actually, the boots are a little bit inspired by London Fashion Week. They're Marc Jacobs.
Oh, very
But
nice.
this wasn't. This is an old thing that I put on for comfort.
What do you think about the size zero debate to do with London Fashion Week? Apparently they won't cancel their size zero models, so they're still with them. What do you think about that?
Well, I'd heard about this. I've actually been out of the country, so this year I've missed Fashion Week. So I'm trying to do my catch-up by reading all the magazines and looking at the news. But yeah, I've just been on holiday to Jamaica where there are lots of voluptuous women, and I think to me that is beauty. And the people that I think look gorgeous are very shapely women like Scarlett Johansson, Kelly Brook. I think is gorgeous. So I think it's a shame really that we have size zero on the catwalk. I don't think it's a good message to send out to young women at all.
No, because young women are very influenced by what they see, aren't they, in magazines? And
absolutely, and more so now than ever as well, because there are so many magazines. When I was growing up and I was a teenager, you probably had like one magazine, like More magazine, but now you've got, you know, New, OK, I mean all these celebrity gossip magazines, and all they talk about week after week is dieting and what body size and shape you should be.
Would you consider yourself a role model to young people who are trying to aspire to be the perfect person that they've like shown to be in magazines?
I don't know if I've got a young following, but if I have, then I'd like to think that I do send out a positive message, because I do. Whenever I've done anything that's related to looking good, or I always talk about the fact that I do it through exercise and the traditional way of eating healthy food and exercising. So I'd like to think, I do think you have a responsibility when you're in the public eye, definitely.
Going on to your success in the business, how's your new one-woman show, Blondes? What impact is it having on Edinburgh?
Well, to start with, it was a bit of a learning curve for me. It's something very new for me to go and take a show that's actually not finished. But that's one of the joys of Edinburgh, and you go there and you take something and you try it out, and normally you're allowed to have some kind of leeway with it, and people accept that it's a work in progress. The downside of doing Edinburgh when you're in the public eye is that every journalist, every critic is in Edinburgh, so which I wasn't quite prepared for, I have to be honest, and they're very harsh, but I tend to, if I read reviews, which I do, and I think it's healthy to read reviews. A lot of people say that they wouldn't read them, but I do, because I feel you need to learn from them. So I think I started with quite a sort of shaky show that wasn't right, and I think I left with not the right show that I'm happy with at the moment, but I know definitely that I've got the bones of a good show there. It just needs a bit more work.
Is it true that you co-wrote it, was it?
Yeah, I did. I co-wrote it with a writer called Jackie Clune, who's a great comedy writer, and she's also bit of an Edinburgh veteran, so she was kind of guiding me through the whole experience.
Going on to musical theatre, do you think that success is the same whether you go through a talent show like the Andrew Lloyd Webber, Any Gym Will Do, or whether you find your own way through?
So that's a really good question, because there's been a lot of debate about this, whether or not it's the right way to cast for a role, but the only difference is that there's a camera there, and actually the audition process is exactly the same. Whenever I audition for a musical, you do exactly the same. You go out and stand in front of a panel of people and they make their decision. I personally think that it's a good way to find new talent, because I think it introduces a whole new audience to theatre, and it's created a lot of jobs. For instance, you know, Jodie being in Oliver, there's no doubt one of the reasons that the tickets have sold out way in advance is because of the success of the TV show, and it's keeping other performers in work.
Yeah, because it publicises it, doesn't it? So
absolutely.
It makes it bigger. Is it true Andrew Lloyd Webber is having a new talent show? And if he is, are you going to be on the judging panel? Or?
He's definitely doing a show. You never know, because I always find out at the last minute. And it's a funny business, because you do one year and you never know if you're going to be there the next year. And I'd like to do it, but if I'm not invited back on the panel, then there's going to be a good reason for it. Perhaps Andrew feels that he needs to refresh the show a little bit, and especially at the BBC at the moment, they're doing a lot of that, so I have to be prepared.
Relating to one of our features from today, Do you know the song Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon?
I know of it, yes.
The song?
Okay, I don't know the lyrics, I sort of know the tune, but I don't know.
Got to hum the tune for us?
Oh, your sex is on fire.
That's
it, that's all
right.
I know.
Today, Kimberly and I are out on the streets of London to ask men the questions that you women want to hear.
And we're also outside to see if random people, can sing the lyrics from Sex is on Fire.
So let's go. Could you sing or hum the chorus of Sex on Fire by Kings of Leon?
No. Is the sex on fire? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Please don't make me hum. Please don't make me sing. Just sing the chorus for us, please.
No, I don't know how to sing.
Sex on fire. What do you want to sing?
Just the chorus.
No, I'm not doing that.
My sex is
on fire.
My sex.
your sex is on fire.
Say not. Do you know the song by Kings of Leon from Sex on Fire? Can you just hum the chorus for me? No. Well, the City of London might not sing it, but we will. This sex is on fire. Would you ever sleep with a girl and not call her back again? That's something you would do.
Great question. Yeah.
Would you ever sleep with a girl and never call her again?
Yes, I would.
Would you ever sleep with a girl and you never call her again?
No.
Would you ever approach a guy and ask him out? Maybe. Would you ever sleep with someone that never called her back? No. Go up to a guy and ask him out on a date? If I was single, perhaps. If I was drunk, maybe.
The streets of London are busy, with fashionistas lining up for London Fashion Week. So we went out onto the streets to take pictures of your street fashion.